Start. Next run, we have an easy one. Birthplace of the Vile. They changed it midweek due to the other one having lots of error codes, I think. This is a very easy Grandmaster. Each room is kind of similar, where there's going to be a big ad spawn and a few major enemies or mini bosses. For this one, I'm going to showcase the new exotic armor for Warlock this season or this episode. The one that summons the upgraded stasis turret. Game plan is roughly the same as last time. We aim to max our light and dark energy ASAP. So first ad spawn, I prioritized on dark energy. Grenade is back. The Warlock's gameplay on endgame is not as bursty compared to Titan and or Hunter, but you're safer in the sense because you have a healing rift and you have turrets to kind of control the battlefield. Okay. While not as potent, at least this is a good class to try your first solo runs. If you want a more chill playstyle, check this out. Okay, so again, we do not reserve our prismatic. We use it as much as possible so we can clear the room faster. I tend to preserve my heavy ammo and prioritize on just spamming abilities and special weapon, since we have special ammo finisher and we are almost always full with armor charge due to attrition orbs from my special weapon and my SMG. Right here we pop our super, quickly kill this champ. Doesn't even exist. Okay. Even though the super does not get is not affected by Syntoceps or the roaming super regen buff, that's okay. It's still the best because it can deal with unstoppable champions by itself and with barrier champ due to radiant. So right here I'm not killing the boss too fast so we can earn more super energy, but yeah, he was about to die anyway. So we move on to the next part. Next part might seem scary for first time solo runners, but as long as you have spammable special weapon like fusion or area denial GL or a roaming super during this time, you can just pop it in the middle and you don't even have to use your super, so that the super duration does not expire as quickly. You just look around, shoot your special, then look the other way. So if you have good speakers or good headsets, you can actually hear if a scream is coming from whatever direction. That's one way I kind of am confident in capturing the middle plate, because I will always know where the enemy will come from. So in a sense, having good headsets is actually pay to win. Okay. Next part is straightforward, but we're almost full with super and transcendent. So cookie cutter, summon our stasis buddy. You want to go faster, pop our super. Ability 1, ability 2, move to the next part. Honestly, this is why God roll chasing isn't even needed anymore, because we can just do stuff like this. I don't know how Bungie can balance that, but that's a different topic. Anyway, Sabo champ, very fast to kill as long as you have abilities ready. Likewise with this overload. So anytime your super or prismatic is low, you can take time on the last few enemies and purposely use your primary to earn more super, in a sense, before killing them fast. Obviously, if your build is melee based, you want to get melee kill to get more super energy back. But either way works because weapon has attrition orbs. So aside from the passive energy gain, you can also gain energy from the orbs' power that drops. Okay, next part will depend if we have super ready or prismatic. And this part, I didn't have it ready, so I was not as confident in pushing this one. There's gonna be a lot of sniper type enemies on the left side. You won't see it because I'm trying to avoid their line of sight. You're gonna see their projectiles in a bit. Normal enemies, they're not really a threat, so you can ignore that. So here the barrages begin. So if you're in a spot like this, you don't have super, you don't have prismatic, you can take your time, wait until your next ability is up. A rift, grenade. You either want a rift or grenade. So right there, throw stasis turret over to that area. It should stop them. Yeah, and I think it kind of did. Then we can start to push. It is perfect. Prismatic is back. It's always better to use prismatic first before super, because your super will always fill up your prismatic once again. And more often than not, prismatic can top off your super, or at least be close to it. See, this is one of the weaknesses of Prismatic Warlock. If you were using Hunter or Titan, you will have the perfect loop of super and prismatic. We don't really have that for Warlock unless you're using something like a refund super exotic. But it's still okay. The benefit is you have a healing rift and you have summoning buddies at your disposal. Also, if you're Titan, you can just skip this part by eager edging, but it's okay. Wait for that. First priority of business, gain our prismatic energy as fast as possible. Light is already full. Topped it off with grenade. We move forward. And next order should be filling up darkness, SMG, stasis turret, and strand melee. Should do the trick, with stasis turret being your best in doing so. Okay, you can leave those ads there. Priority is this overload champ. Stasis turret at the back should fill up our darkness energy. Don't worry about it. Yep. If it's not filling up for you, you just gotta wait until the stasis shatters. Once stasis shatters, it's gonna automatically fill up darkness energy, especially if there's a lot of enemies. Throw a turret on one side, Anarchy on the other. Both should be stunned. Pop prismatic. Get this over with. Reapply stun. Grenade should freeze, and Anarchy should stun due to the artifact perk. Okay. Still have a good chunk for prismatic left. Maybe to throw one grenade as this section ad spawns. Yep, very nice. It's always good to time that perfectly, because once you're out of prismatic, your grenade will be back. You can easily start your gameplay loop. Okay, spawn kill the objective. major by placing Anarchy and or the grenade launcher. Top off light with a grenade, and yep. Anytime you're filled up like this, nothing should scare you, as popping Prismatic and Super gives us almost high damage resist and the ability to just clean room without using heavy ammo. Okay. Ads here spawn in two places out of 3. 2 in the front of where we're looking at now, and 1 at the back. So if you see enemy spawn 2 in front of you, don't worry about your backside. Quickly kill the objective and then use the remaining ads either to fill up your energy or farm kills to spawn ammo bricks. Here I decided to farm a bit of dark energy before I go up. Nothing much we can do here. Just pick up the remaining ammo. Then we head up. Okay, we have our stasis sword ready. Instant stun this champ. You can also use a bit Anarchy if we want. I don't think we need a super here, since this is just really a small spawn. Okay, I'm just using my primary to get as much energy as I can for light. Stasis sword keeps him in check. And that should be it for this section. We move forward. Okay, for this part, you can play it safe if you want. Like, you don't even have to rush down to these platforms. You can shoot the enemies afar. Just be wary. You saw that jumping enemy? That's the enemy. That's the only enemy you should worry about in this section. They're the ones that can cross platform. The overload champ can one-hit kill you with the crossbow snipe. See, right there, I had to pop my super just in case. Okay. This means that we will probably be low on... Yep. That's okay. We still have 1 room to go before the next big room. Almost at the end. As you can see, each room of this Grandmaster is structured similarly. Not much difference in strategies on each room. The only challenging part is the one after this, where it's like a very big ad spawn. And obviously the boss room, if you're not familiar of where to position yourself for safety and stuff like that. Okay. Get special ammo by finisher. More damage over time equates to more super energy. See how fast our super energy fills up. Okay. Normally your super would be better in rushing down this area, but Prismatic will do. As you can see here. We're no Titan, but you can confidently rush forward and tank these mini bosses. Then for safety, for ease of mind, pop Song of Flame. Everything and anything will die. Nothing should kill you. If my math is correct, Song of Flame gives us like 75% damage resist, or maybe even 90. It's not even counting the prismatic fragment. Okay, so we're both low on super and prismatic, but if you know where to position yourself and maximize your offense in a given amount of time, like so, you should be good. Stasis turret, see how quickly. Oh, look at that. That was from 0, bro. That was from 0. So yes. So stasis is just very goated in filling up darkness energy. I'm not even sure if it kind of spreads light energy too, because sometimes it does not. But I think that's just the damage over time of the grenade launcher. Okay, so you see the corners by the edges? Those are where you can kind of hide if you want. If you want to stay safe. The boss will go around the corner like this, but he shouldn't catch you all the way back. So every time you clear an ad, after about 5 to 10 seconds, the next one should spawn. So if you don't see any ads for a while, then you should kind of expect and look out for the summoning light like that. That's where the next ad spawn should be. Okay, then the next phase is like this. It's gonna send us to the these small traversal rooms. So if you have generated ammo bricks previously, it's best to not pick them up on your first trip here, so that when you reach the boss room, and you should still see the ammo brick. So the good thing about this build is it's good to spam your special weapon, because anytime you can just fill it up again with finishers. By the time you go near for a finisher, you should be able to get all the attrition orbs you've generated, and you can like chain 2 to 3 finishers doing this way and completely top up your weapon. It's as if you didn't even use special ammo to begin with. Okay, right here I'm doing as much damage over time as I can to fill up my super energy, because that's the next best ability I have to be strong and to be safe. So this is not the best case, but it's good because we have Rift. Unstoppable will spawn on one area. If you don't catch the initial angle, that's okay. Hide first, reassess, know where the primary targets are or the threats. And then if you have a big power up like super, like so, use that to just charge in. The first one I want to kill obviously is the Unstoppable Champ and the other mini ogre, because those guys can sneak up on you. They won't one-hit kill you, but should be enough to kind of, bother you, make you panic. Those boon infested enemies, you can kind of ignore them if you're far enough. So that's how I would prioritize which threats or which enemies to kill first. Almost always it's champion first. On some cases you want to kill the snipers first, but if you have good hiding angles, then you can kind of ignore them. So here I want to fill up my prismatic as fast. Again, stasis is very fast to fill up. For light, you can just put Anarchy here and there, and the grenade launcher. So here, even if you're close to facing out, it's always good to play safe. Pop transcendence, since we can loop them up anyway. Okay, this is the last push. We have a fairly safe room. The only threat on this room is the Overload Champion, since they are the sniper crossbow type. Everything else should be pretty chill, just avoid getting bumped in the air by those the enemies that traverse the platforms, the stasis ones. That one, yep. So those are the only threats to this room. You can kill this champ, and then use the other side of the map that we did not travel to top up our ammo or super energy, etc. Okay. We're topped up. Special ammo topped up. Super's low. Transcendence is almost full, but we know that freezing a bunch of enemies and then shattering them. Look at this. Boom! Instant full. Then you're gonna be confident. Push the last room. Hunt for the primary target, which is the overload champion. Okay, reassess. Find out where the boss is. Determine which hiding spot is safe, where you can safely peek. Next ad spawn is good, near the boss and away from you in a way. Okay, we have a lot of heavy ammo. Don't worry about damaging the boss. If you want to wait with your super, that's okay. We hear the next ad spawn, but at the same time, due to our attrition orb spam, topped up with our super, we can wait till they get near. And here, pop here. And this should kind of checkmate the run. There we go. Still have a lot of Anarchy. When our super ends, we also have Prismatic, which kind of checkmates the run. You didn't even have to. And just like that, hopefully you two can get your first solo GM clear. Next run will be for the hunters. And that's it for now. See you on the next one.